lost in the woods where no one comes looking anymore. There's a house holding on to what's left of a life. This was once Keith's home. He passed away in 2018, and when he did, this place was never the same. Everything remains: family photographs, personal belongings, small pieces of life that mattered, now left behind. After Keith passed, it seems like no one has returned, not to gather memories, not to hold on to what he left behind, not even to say goodbye. Walking through this house feels deeply personal. Every room feels lived in, every object feels like it was placed with intention, and now it all sits in silence. This isn't just an abandoned house, it's an echo of someone's life, a reminder of how fragile everything is, and how quickly it can all be left behind. Now, join me as we step inside this house and see what time really has left behind.
Look at the fogginess on the glass, just how tired the place is. You know, you've got big sheds down here, they're all just falling to bits. You've got more sheds up in the trees. You've got the faux of the house. It's just been left rotting away. Let's have a look, shall we? See what we can find. Right, so let's go into the Buddha house. And that's inside of the house. So here we are. Inside this beautiful, beautiful house. Look at it all. Beautiful paintings. So this is the wonderful photo of the house, of what it looked like before. You know, he was a lover of his dog. His name was Keith. His name was Keith. This is Keith. So I've done some research online. There's not really a lot of research on him, but I know he had a partner called Chris. Chris is still alive. Chris actually lives in a little town nearby, but has nothing to do with the house. The house is actually falling apart. There's plaster on the floor. Like, look at the roof. It's all coming in. There's mould absolutely everywhere. Look at the piano. Look at that. Some statues. This room is just magnificent. Just the decay in here is just beautiful. It is. Look at all these look at all the CDs. A Wizard of Oz book. Look at that. Yeah, it's just sad to see such a beautiful little house just fall apart. And you know, that's it now. It'll just sit here and just fall to the ground. So there's like no phone signal out here at all. So if anything happens to me, I'm screwed. But look at the bathroom. I know it's all falling in, and obviously out of this bottle of Baileys. There's socks and stuff in the drawers. It's crazy. There's a bath, was at one point, and then a toilet. It's big mirror. Look at that. Huge. And, you know. So I do also know some other things about his house. Keith. So, Keith, I don't know who that is. So, but I know Keith, he actually passed away in this house. Which room, I do not know. But I know he did pass away in this house because it does say online that he did. Look at the clothes hanging up. Look at that. It does smell really, really bad in here. It's really bad. But, and there he is. And there we go. So he died in 2018, at age 82. And just look at this woodwork. Look at that. Look at that. The wooden beam with a line made into the beam. I don't actually know the owls. Look at that. Again, I don't actually know why the house hasn't been taken over or anything like that, but I just know, look at the woodwork again out there. Big faces here. You know, he loved his cats and owls. He's got a couple of wooden owl statues. I don't really know why this house wasn't taken over. I don't know if he had kids or anything like that, I'm not sure. But look at all of it. Look at all this stuff. Just sat here. There's watch. I don't know if that watch is worth anything, probably not, but medicines. Some shoe polish. More owls. And a plane. And a lighter as well. Oh. But yeah, the house does smell quite a bit as well. Obviously he smoked, because look at all the cigarette butts. Look at them all. There's thousands of them. So he obviously smoked a lot. And there's packets of cigarettes. This is the kitchen. This big carp. Look at that. This big camcorder, JVC camcorder. This room stinks. Cobwebs. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's right above my head. The cobwebs in here is unbelievable. Look at that. December 2019. Still notes posted up on the chalkboard, on the corkboards. Speakers up there. Cobwebs on the roof. More speakers. This place is nuts. Like, this room absolutely stinks. I'm guessing there's food still in here or something died. But there's a stereo player out there, and I had enough food, and the fridge. Stinks. Still washing up on the side. Still washing to be done. This place is nuts. It's just a shame to see it such a mess. See if we can get around here. Oh, it absolutely stinks. Oh, I don't want to be in here. Wow. There's cobwebs absolutely everywhere. It's just CDs. Absolutely everywhere in a big stereo. Look at that. It's nuts. And look at this. Look at that. Look at another little changing room. Really, really old computer. It's like another little library of books. And then just medicine cupboards and light bulbs and a few little blankets. There's a dog bone up there. This place is absolutely nuts. That toy electric car. This eagle. Look at that. Yeah, this is why they've called it the Buddha house, because there's some big Buddha stuff. Like dotted around, some more Buddha things in here. You know, there's some other artifacts across the wall. There's a briefcase there. And this is just a bedroom, as you can see there's a bed here. There's another camcorder bag, shoes. You know, this place is, was someone's home at the end of the day. And it's just all falling through. It's just a beautiful little house though. We've got to go upstairs and everything yet, and it's more speakers. He must have had speakers in like every room or something. So he must have really enjoyed his music. Venture upstairs now and have a look of what's going on. There's a big photo along here. There's a big painting. These little chinas. Look at that. Look at the cobwebs. Look at those cobwebs. It's incredible. Look at this room. Oh my gosh. Look at this room. He really loved his books. Look at his speakers. Some more speakers here. And just look at that. Look at all of this stuff here. All these, other artefacts he had. Look at this. Pick that up. You know, it's absolutely nuts. Yeah, how like all of this can just be forgotten. You know, and there's like cathedral there, just a painting of a woman, some more artefacts and some more wooden artefacts. There's another stereo, controllers. This must have been his room because, you know, this is where, by the looks of it, where the double bed is, and it's upstairs, and there's tea bags everywhere, and some books. Look at all these books. Witchcraft and magic, and Satan and witchcraft. So he was obviously into his like witches and stuff, you know, and he loved his stuff to do with like Dracula and witches and whatever else, which is quite cool to see. You know, it's just there's some like crime and victim books there and predictions, and there's a Dracula book at the back there. You know, he's got lots of little things like dotted around. It's, you know, it seems pretty interesting to read. You've got medicine and drugs in here, look. Now, see, look, he was obviously interested in other theories, you know, UFO mysteries. Got some high magic books here. World Secrets of the Hidden World, like, you know, he was all into everything, you know. But it's, you know, it's not a bad idea to be into. But then, like, you know, why was this never looked after? Why did no one ever take it on? Why didn't his partner Chris at the time take it on? Well, that scared the hell out of me. It's like a Winnie the Pooh just sat there in the corner. You know, it's just, again, I'm not sure what this room was. Could have been a spare room of some sort. You know, it's just a bit of a strange place. You know, some china plates hung up on the side, some mobile phones, and again, people have been here. You can see it's completely ripped apart. So they got shoes to Chris. You know, it's just, everything's just in here. There's a receipt for Morrison's, Sony Ericsson, obviously a mobile house phone, some cigarettes in there, these diaries, the pocket diary of Cambridge. There's nothing in them. Some other one here, 1969. Worcester Building Society. Okay. So he's obviously written something in there. But they're just a little book full of things, I think. Yeah, it's like dates. Oh, I used them. These have been used. Because he's got stuff written in them. Look at that. That's nuts. It's crazy. It's just cute to see like how much has been left. It's just deserted and just forgotten about. So yeah, we're going to go back downstairs now and have a look. This photo album. Look at all of it. I don't think that's this house. No, it definitely wasn't this house. I don't know who to watch here. I don't know who they were or anything like that. It's a very old house. Horses. There must have been a family of some sort, maybe his dad or something. Someone's written, look, for milk, K-bread, dog breed pots. Not sure what that is. I'm not sure if that was him or someone else. Some more letters. You know, this is one of my nice and most favourite explores because it's so decayed and it's natural. Like, it's all falling down naturally. The mold's growing and things are changing colours. Yes, people have been in here and rummaged through it. That's why everything's a tip. You know, there's boxes on the floor. People have pulled things out. Obviously, I don't know if someone's pulled the fire out. I don't know. Look at this. How cute these little cats are. Look at that. But yeah, it's just a beautiful place. Unfortunately, it's just forgotten. So I'm just walking around the front of the house. Look at this wishing well. Look at that. How cool is that well? Also, there's the gate through. So this is the shed. It's like, you know, it's all his tools. There's a vice. It's a vice here, look at that vice. And, you know, just all sorts of stuff going on in here. He was obviously a handyman of some sort. You know, he loved his tool making, and so look at everything in here. Look at all the speakers. He's got so many speakers in here. There's just more. Like a drill, the drill here. Some, you know, saws and stuff up there, and there's a strimmer there, grass cutter, some more paintings and more speakers and decks over there. You know, with tools, all these tools in here, spanners, files. He's got all sorts in here, paint. You've got labelled small screws. So cool. Look at this work lamp. It's just a shame. It's just a shame to see everything absolutely get a waste. There's a hard hat on there, and the ivy's all overgrown through the middle of it. Everything's just overgrown. There's like an old tractor here. Okay, it's got a lift. It's got a bucket on the back end. Yeah, it's also cool stuff. It's just some mugs in there. It's just some cool stuff, and you know, it's just been forgotten and left. I don't know why. Why has no one picked it up? There's a strimmer. Strimmer on the floor now. Wood chipper by the looks. You know, it's just a mower in there. It's just all been forgotten about. You know, it's just a shame just to see it all gone. You know, it is a big shame. This has been one of my most favourite decaying explores going. This place is just beautiful just to see fall naturally. You know, it's just nature, Mother Nature is physically taking over this place, and it's sad to see it, but it's also beautiful to see the fact that how well it's preserved itself and it's fighting itself against Mother Nature. But Mother Nature is obviously taking its course, and it is going to swallow it whole. I hope you all enjoy it. If you really do, drop a subscribe and a like, you know, and if you don't want to miss out on my next upload, hit that bell icon. And if comment what you think, you know, what was your best bit about this house, and what would you do to it if you owned it now, or you did own it? Would you have left it in this mess? Would you have just sat there and walked away, or would you be here saving it?